it's Thai Cruz from Alkavegan. I know I haven't made a YouTube video in a while, but I'm back, and today I'm going to be making you one of my most popular recipes, Beijing chicken. You can find the recipe in my cookbook. Make sure you guys click the link in the bio to get it if you haven't already. There's 50 amazing alkaline recipes in here. But yeah, you guys, let's get started. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Alright guys, so I've rinsed my oyster mushrooms, and I'm using about 2 or 3 packs of oyster mushrooms here, and I'm just patting them dry. Now these are bigger, so I'm just breaking them off into smaller, more bite-sized pieces. Now I'm just seasoning them with sea salt, onion powder, and cayenne. Now, if you guys want the actual measurements, I have the measurements in my cookbook, but I usually don't measure. I just sprinkle until it feels like enough. You guys, then I just go ahead and rub in that seasoning. Then I start with my wet batter, and I add to the spelt flour sea salt, onion powder, and cayenne. Then I add spring water, and then I just whisk it until I get this consistency here. So now that I have my wet batter, I go ahead and add the same spices to the dry batter. Now you don't have to do this, but I just like to do it. So I add the same spices to my dry batter, and now we're ready for frying. To a cast iron skillet, I'm just adding grapeseed oil, and then I start coating my mushrooms. So I'll dip them in the dry batter and then the wet batter, and then back into the dry batter again, and I just repeat the process with all of the mushrooms. And once my oil is hot and ready, I go ahead and I start adding my mushrooms to the oil. I just fry them until they're golden brown in color and they're crispy. I like to fry them a little bit crispier so that they don't get soggy once we put the sauce. Alright guys, so now that we got our oyster mushrooms all fried up, we're going to go ahead and stir fry them with some onions and red bell pepper and my secret sauce. Alright guys, so I just roughly chop a red bell pepper. You can use any kind that you like, but I like the red. And then I'm just slicing a half of an onion. So now we're going to make the sauce, and I use 1/3 cup of agave, 1/3 cup of grapeseed oil, just like that. And then I use a 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, and 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and then I use the juice of a key lime, 1 to 2 key limes. Now this part is optional, you guys, but I like to add a habanero without the seeds. You want to make sure that you do not use the seeds because it will be too spicy. But I just dice that up and I put it in the sauce, and then you just want to whisk that all together. To my wok, I'm adding just a tiny little bit of grapeseed oil, and I add in all of the veggies, and then you just want to stir fry them until they're slightly tender. So I just go ahead and stir fry them, and once the veggies cook down a little bit, then I start to add the oyster mushrooms. So you just want to add the mushrooms and then mix it all up, you guys. You don't need to overcook this. It's really just combining all of the ingredients at this point because everything is cooked. So this is a really quick process. Alright guys, and now we just want to pour that secret sauce over the oyster mushrooms and the veggies. You guys, this sauce is so good. This is where the magic happens. So once you pour the sauce over the mushrooms, then you just want to go ahead and combine it and you want to combine it quickly. Once all of the mushrooms are coated, you just want to go ahead and take it off the heat. The longer it stays on the heat, the soggier the mushrooms get. So you just want to do it quickly and take it off the heat. But yeah, this is one of my most popular recipes that I've ever posted on my page. So I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Alright guys, so this is what it should look like, my Beijing chicken. Now, this ended up coming out to a lot, but you don't need to make this much. We ended up using 3 packs, but take a look at that. It's a healthier alternative to Asian food, but it's so delicious. So I hope you guys try the recipe. I'm gonna try one right now for y'all. It's sweet, crispy, a little spicy. Definitely try it out and tell me what you think. Okay, I'm done.